Here are my top 5 Hermes fragrances for spring. And spoiler alert, they are bangers. Hermes is probably my favorite designer fragrance line for spring and summer. They have some absolute bangers just built for this season, spring and summertime coming up. Their citrusy, musky, spicy scents are just top notch. And in my opinion, Hermes is in the top 2 or 3, if not at the top of designer fragrance lines for freshies for the spring and summer. And this top 5 list that I'm going to go over today, they're all bangers. None of them suck. They're all really good fragrances. And they all smell a little bit different, but they all share that same DNA. And that's that sharp, musky, citrusy smell. And number 5 on my list of top 5 Hermes fragrances for spring is Voyage Parfum. Voyage Parfum came out in 2012, and this one's a little bit different from the rest on my top 5 list here. And this is number 5, like I was saying. And this one's just a little bit different than the rest on this list, and it is awesome though. It's a good different because this shares the same DNA as the other fragrances that have with Hermes, with the citrusy, musky. This is citrusy, this is musky. But this goes into a more floral note in the middle, and at the end notes you get the sandalwood, the amber, the musk. It's got more woodsy notes at the end. So that's what sets this one apart, is because it's more woodsy heavy at the bottom end. It's still got the citrus and spicy at the top, and then it hits that little floral note in the middle. And then it comes into that woodsy, ambery sandalwood to give it kind of that creamy finish at the end. So this one's a little different than the other ones on this top 5 in the creamy, woodsy aspect that this has. Some of the other ones have a woodsy aspect, a little bit of cream, but this one's more pronounced with the woods and creams at the end of the fragrance. Still got that citrus at the beginning, like I was saying, but this was more heavy at the bottom end with the sandalwood and the amber and the musk. It's an amazing fragrance. This is really good. This is, I would say, this is a really good date or a nighttime scent to wear. But this is an excellent one. This is number 5 on the list, but don't let that deter you, because like I said, this whole top 5 is bangers, and this is nothing but a banger. And number 4 on my list coming up is H24 EDT. H24 is awesome. It's a little bit different, like I said, from the last one. This one's a little bit different than the top 3. And this one has a nice aromatic, floral, spicy, green, little bit of woods at the end. But this gives me really like vegetal. Not vegetable, but vegetal. It just makes me think of like a garden or something like that. This is just an amazing fragrance. It has a really good fresh scent. It's really good for spring. But this is just a nice floral, spicy, woody, like I said, vegetal scent. It's very nice. It's different than a lot of the other Hermes fragrances, and it's got that really nice like gardeny vibe to it. It's just perfect for spring for that reason. It's just got that really nice, fresh, spicy, floral, woody. It checks a lot of the boxes off. It's really amazing. If you don't have this, I really suggest you giving it a try. It's different. It's definitely different, but it's awesome, and it smells good. It's not the best performer. It does die off kind of quick, but you can always spray and reapply your fragrance. But it smells really good. I would say it's good for 3 or 4 hours, and then after that, you're probably going to need to reapply. It does pretty good in the heat, though. It might last a little longer in hot situations. But overall, this is a great fragrance, and I highly recommend it. That's why it's number 4 on my list, is because it smells so good. It's just a little bit different than a lot of the fragrances out there, period, generally, for all houses. So this is a good one to try out if you want to smell something different. Give it a try. So number 3 on my list is going to be Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. So number 3 on my list is Eau Intense Vetiver, or Eau Intense Vetiver. Man, I'm from South Carolina. I don't know how to say all these fancy words. So Eau or Eau Intense Vetiver. This is an awesome fragrance. And this one here starts to get into what I've been talking about, that sharp citrusy aspect that Terre de Hermes is known for. This has that sharp citrusy aspect at the top note for sure. And then in the middle, this hits more of a peppery tone. And then at the end, you're going to get the vetiver. And if you don't know what vetiver is, it's more of like an earthy, mossy, it just smells earthy. That's the best description I can say is what vetiver does. It smells earthy, and that's what this has on the bottom end of it. It goes from that citrus to like more of like a little peppery vibe, and then you get like the earthy, woodsy, mossy aspect on this one more so than the other ones. And this is amazing. It smells really good, and it lasts a good while for a citrusy fragrance. This is awesome though. I highly recommend this one as well. I highly recommend all of these on this top 5 list. And this is number 3 on my list for a reason. It's because it is so good. It's just a great scent, especially like this list says, for spring and summer. This is a banger for spring and summer. You cannot go wrong with this or any of these, but especially this and the next 2 that we're going to go over. And speaking of, number 2 on my list is Terre de Hermes EDT. Number 2 on my list is Terre de Hermes EDT, the poster child for citrus fragrances. This has been around for 20 years, and it's been around for 20 years for a reason. This is an absolute banger. This is like you're walking through a damn orange field, scratching the orange peel as you walk through and sniffing the orange. It is so sharp of a citrusy smell. It is very, very sharp. And I love it because I love citrusy stuff. I love it so much, actually. I'm going to get it down. Let's get a little bit of this on the nose now, because this thing is so damn good. Oh, I'm telling you, this is one. If you don't get any of these, you got to get this one. It's the OG, 20 years in the game for a reason. It is so good. Now, it's probably not for the younger generation as much as older guys. I mean, there's probably a lot of younger guys that like it as well. But this is more mature for sure. There's probably not a lot of teenagers that are going to be bumping the Terre de Hermes EDT or any of these probably. But for anybody else, highly recommend. Get it. For sure get it. This is a citrusy, spicy, woody bomb. And it lasts a good while for a citrusy scent as well. And it's a compliment puller like no other. Well, like the others on the line here, they're all compliment pullers. But this is definitely a compliment puller for sure. You will love this if you love citrus scents. You need to get this. If you love citrus, you need to get this. Trust and believe. This is amazing though. I love it. I will always have this in my rotation. If I run out of this, or if I hear they're discontinuing this, I'm buying extra bottles. It's amazing. So with that being said, number 1 on my list is Terre de Hermes Eau Givree. An absolute banger. Terre de Hermes Eau Givree. This right here is top notch. I have 2 bottles of this because I ain't ever going to run out of it. It is so good. It is so good. This is a lot like the EDT. It is. It shares a lot of the DNA of the EDT. It's very citrus heavy at the top for sure. Got that sharp citrus on it. It's got the pepper, spicy, woody. But this has an extra element at the end of it, a mineralic element. And it changes this whole thing around for me. It starts off with that citrusy, and then it gets into the peppery, spicy middle notes. And then the end is more woodsy and more mineralic than the original EDT. And that's where these differ, is that this gets more woody, more musky, and more of that like mineralic scent at the end of it that changes this up a good bit from the original. This is more mature than the original. It's just more, it's a little more darker than the original. It's not quite as strong off the rip with that citrusy as the EDT. It still hits you upside the head. Don't get it twisted. It's still going to smack you upside the head with that citrus, but it gets more dark than the original. and it makes it more wearable, I think. You can wear this in more occasions. You can actually dress up and wear this one, where the EDT, I think, is more of like a daytime go outside scent. This is you can go on a date with this. You can dress up with this. It's just a little more darker, a little more mature, and a little more versatile. It is a super banger. If you don't have this, you gotta get it. Trust me on that one too. We're gonna take a spray of this too, because I can't bust this out and not smell it. Oh, it's so good. Amazing. Trust and believe. You've got to try this out. You've got to try this out. Please, if you don't try any of these, get the Eau Givree. Get them all. They're all friggin' awesome. But this is my favorite. It is a spring, summer banger. And with spring and summer coming up, man, you cannot go wrong with this. You cannot go wrong with any of these. But this is my personal favorite. It might not be yours, but it's mine. And this is my top 5 list. So that's why it's number 1. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the list. What's your favorite Terre and Hermes? Or Hermes in general? They have a ton of fragrances. What is your favorite? You probably have some that I don't have that I need to try out. What do you recommend for me? They have a great lineup of fragrances. They have a lot that I want to try out still. But the ones I have like 7 or 8 of them. And they're all good. I enjoy all of them. So they're definitely a great line to look into if you haven't. They have some really good citrusy, musky, spicy scents. So if you're into that type of thing, definitely give them a try. You will not be disappointed. They are bangers, especially for spring and summer coming up. So that's my top 5 spring bangers for Terre de Hermes. Let me know what you think. If you could like, subscribe, give me a comment in the comment section. Let me know about your top 5 list. What are your favorites? What do you recommend for me? I'd appreciate it. All right. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'll talk to you soon, and y'all have a good one.